First off, I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight, and I wanted to congratulate all of those people who are being honored today. What a wonderful thing it is to join such a prestigious group of people that no doubt you've worked hard for. I wanted to start off with what I remember from these kids, most of which was unsure faces, not really aware of where they were headed, where they came from, or necessarily what they wanted. And it's clear today that there's been a huge change. You don't end up in this place by accident, excuse me. You don't end up here by accident. It's on purpose, it's deliberate. And I remember reading a poem to this group of people, and it talked about two roads. Now you had to make a choice which road you were going to travel. It's obvious you guys have taken the one less traveled by. If you had taken the other, you'd have all of your classmates here. And as you come to this point, you guys face another fork in the road. Will you continue to dig in, work hard, challenge yourself to be better than what you were the day before? Or will you take the other road? It's a little bit easier, maybe a little bit smoother. And so I came to this idea that I wanted to focus on having a little bit of faith. Having faith in people, I thought was one that was humongously important. Starting out with your teachers, have faith in them. Challenge them. Demand them to push you harder so that as you enter the next stage of your life, you are prepared, over-prepared. Your parents, now even though you are 16, 17 years old, you already know more than them. I know. I was there too. I knew more than my parents. Trust them. They're guiding you in the right direction. Your classmates, challenge them. Allow them to challenge you. In your community, trust those people in your community. Give back to those people in your community. They say the cream always rises to the top. Let our community see you. Give yourself. It's the greatest gift you have to give. You have to give. Your time. Have faith in yourself. Don't sweat the small stuff. You may earn an A-, maybe even a B+. It's okay. Learn from it. Don't believe all the hype. You know, when things are great, take it for what it is. You've done well. Accept it, rejoice in it, but move forward. Don't stand in the greatness. Move forward past it. And when you fall down flat on your face, don't believe all the naysayers either. Accept it for what it is. An opportunity for you to learn a lesson. It's important to know that you are going to succeed and you're going to fail. What will you do with each situation is what determines what you will become. It's part of that road you travel. And the final thing I wanted to talk about was have faith in effort. There's intrinsic value in learning how to push through times of struggle. And having seen most of your faces, you know, dressed up in goofy outfits, and John Kaufman dressed as a woman and giving his voice really high, trying to perform Shakespeare plays, I know that you have had to face situations where your effort and your focus was tried. And I wanted to finish with a little story. It came from a sermon from a rabbi. A man seeks employment on a farm. He hands his letter of recommendation to his employer. It reads simply, he sleeps in a storm. The owner is desperate for help, so he hires the man. Several weeks pass, and suddenly, in the middle of the night, a powerful storm rips through the valley. Awakened by the swirling rain and howling wind, the owner leaps out of bed. He calls for his new hired hand, but the man is sleeping soundly. So he dashes off to the barn. He sees, to his amazement, that the animals are secure with plenty of feed. He runs out to the field. He sees the bales of wheat have been wrapped and are bound. He races to the silo. The doors are latched and the grain is dry. And then he understands. He sleeps in a storm. My friends, if we tend to the things that are important in life, if we are right with those we love and behave in line with our faith, our lives will not be cursed with the aching throb of unfulfilled business. Our words will always be sincere. Our embraces will be tight. We will never wallow in the agony of I could have, I should have. We can sleep in a storm. And when it's time, our goodbyes will be complete. Young adults, work so hard that as you approach the next stages of your life, you can sleep in a storm. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ballard. The National Honor Society officers and members will now begin the candle lighting ceremony.
I light this candle representing the lamp of knowledge. The light is a source of intellectual, moral, and spiritual illumination. May the flame we light tonight kindle a lifelong blaze for all of us who are part of this ceremony. The candle of the lamp of knowledge is flanked by 4 unlit candles which represent scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Membership in the Hemlock chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by effective demonstration of the 4 qualities held in high esteem by the Society. 4 of our members will review these qualities for the candidates.